Hey friends, welcome to part 2 of the long delayed, forever delayed forever Ezio guide. This will be the combo section, so these are combos in the neutral space. We're not going to wall combos yet, so these are just wall, like natural combos that you should know to maximize your damage output with the character and know your choices. Ezio really doesn't have many combos, so this video will be relatively quick. Here's a few, situational things, but overall, very easy character to learn, and that's even prevalent in his combos. So really, no execution or really hard stuff required. So let's start with natural combos. These are natural combos means, or NC means under any circumstances, it will combo. Unless something freakish and outlandish happens, these attacks will combo. First up is your basic AA, 24. It will always combo. But at the tip range of the first hit, the second one has a tendency to whiff, so again, be wary of that. I touched on that, but again, sometimes you gotta be reminded. Next natural combo is 6AB, 28 damage plus 2. That's it on, normal hit. That combos, so good damage there. Next one's BB, standard BB, then by extension BB Brave Edge. That's it for guaranteed damage. If you want to be technical, we can throw 6B Brave Edge in there, because technically, 3 hits, it's a combo. Whatever. Next move is 1BB. And by extension, 1BBB. 24 damage, good damage. Quick, but mostly it's for counter hit damage and counter hit combos, so, it's really not something you should be using for normal hit damage, but it does combo, so don't have to worry about that. One instance where it actually will not combo is, say he's chilling out here. So he's chilling out. He's ducking. Well, see, the first hit does not force standing. So the next 2 hits, if they're ducking, will whiff. So please keep that in mind. That's a really situational thing. Next is, simultaneous press, I guess. There's no K combos really that are natural. Right way to run, really. You have 2-2 AA, 46, 6-6 BB, 52, the Brave Edge by extension, 75. Good damage there. That's about it for normal hit combos from that are just part of the move list naturally. No linking or anything else necessary. Counter hit combos that are naturally part of his move list are 6ABB, 52 damage, which is good. If you want to be technical, 3B, 6E, 4B, 4B6. Really, anal retentive, really, well, technically they're combos because it says 2 hits, but whatever. Another natural combo I almost forgot was While Rising BB. It does 48 normally, 51 on counter. Natural combo, all good stuff. Another natural part of his move list is 4AB, 54, and then you got 66A, 5. Good stuff, good stuff. Those are counter hit combos that are they only combo on counter hit. So I hit 66A in normal hit, it will not combo, but you can still do the follow up if you wanted to. Next part will be the actual combo combos, as in these things will combo and your links of certain moves linking together to create more damage and whatnot. Combos, you all know that. Now, first thing I'm going to say is this really technically is not a combo, because at longer ranges it can be teched out of, but I'm going to include it anyway. You have 1A on normal hit, that's a 2K. So at close range, 2K will come for 30 damage. But you already know my feelings on 1A. It's not a great move to use, and it's just it's not good. But that's A combos. Now I'm going to diverge a little bit and talk about his the stun animation you're going to see a lot, and it's this stun. Because typical Ezio bread and butters involve 1 BBB into 3B. And that's really your typical bread and butter combo when they get stunned. 1 BBB gives them that stun animation, and the stun's about plus 20 or so, because you can combo 6-6B from it, but you can't have more than one of the same stun in one combo, so you can't do you can't do the full combo, because you can't do 6-6B and expect it to connect. See, it won't combo, they block the next hit. So typically the go-to follow-up is 3B. Because you got, you know, good damage. You can also go for resets. As in, a reset is you can sacrifice damage for a favorable situation. For a more potential damage. A reset I like to do is 1 BBB into 3B. Damage is comparable to 3B and they're in your face at -2. So that gives you room to exact pressure. Especially with, say, you know, BB, another BB, or even throw. So, I mean, he has good options. And that's really part of that. 1 BBB also can combo from wall. You can get wall combos, as the stun is 20 frames. So you can extend things like 3K or 4K if you really wanted to. So there's that. But that's really your stuns you're gonna see a lot. So you're gonna see those combos a lot in this short video. So you know, keep that in mind. Let's go back to normal hit combos. 3B on normal hit will combo naturally with 2K, 32 damage. That's inescapable under all circumstances, which means they cannot get out. It will always combo. Even at tip range, it will still combo. So nothing to worry about there. That's 3B. Pretty easy stuff to remember. Really, nothing to it. Next combo, let's go to K's. You have only combo starter from neutral at neutral ground like this is 1K. Your one launcher. Meterless damage. You have 1K to 4-4B. That is 53 damage. Decent. And if you want to do a meter extension, you can do 6B Brave Edge for 91. That's actually that to clean into it. It's 86, but like I said, with 6B Brave Edge, all 3 hits can clean it. So you can get potentially up to around 100, which is, you know, pretty good. There's also a janky combo you can do with 1K. It's 4AB. I like it sometimes because technically you get 1 more point of damage on a normal hit, but it's also good for ring out. As S2 does not have a good ring out game, stuff like that can really help, especially when the edge is to your face. So, you know, keep that in mind. But again, it's janky. And at certain angles, especially like in the back, it likes to whiff. So it's really only 100% reliable if they're completely facing you eye to eye, because then it'll combo. But other than that, it becomes really, really inconsistent. Another thing you can do from 1K, you can do Stomp for a more, you know, pushed out Ogi situation. But again, you're sacrificing damage, so that's something to keep in mind. If you just want to be cute, you can do 2A plus B, or you can do low crossbow, or you can do jump B. None of these are really favorable at all. I don't recommend ever doing these kind of cute combos, but if you wanted to, do them. You can also link critical edge from air hits, but the thing with critical edge, they don't get hit for the full animation as you would in, you know, normal ground, like as you can see here. Like, you don't get the animation from an air hit. So they are you're afflicted with a ground stun. Combo 6K2 from this stun. You can combo 4-4P from this stun. So that's 78 damage for a bar of meter. For only half a bar, you can get 86 minimum. So it's not an economical use of meter to do air hit CE combos, unless you're trying to like embarrass the opponent or something. Or that's really the only like application is swag and embarrassment factor. Like nothing really else to that. Alright, next is simultaneous press, which the only combo starter with actual 100% guaranteed combos is A plus B. Meterless damage, you have 4-4B. And then you have CE for meter damage, which is about half-life. 115 hit, you get about 130-ish, so again, really good. Now, A plus B is special in the fact that it has active frames that are just more than the impact frame. And what I mean by this is there's multiple impact frames with the move. So when you hit the move at point blank on the first impact frame, you get a plus 13 stun, which means moves 13 frames or faster will combo. But as for Ezio, you can only really combo, you know, 2A or CE to keep them standing. So the farther you're away and the more active frames deplete, you get higher advantage on hit. So at tip range, which is really hard to set up, you can get even more combos, like 3B. That's the highest damage you can get on normal hit, on meterless hit. without, extending meter. So that's the highest you can get is 87. You can also get wall splats, but again, these are really hard to set up because it's contingent on just hitting at the very last impact frame of the move. See, that combo. But again, these are really hard to set up and something to definitely not depend on. Now, before I go to 8-way run moves, I'm going to go back to while rising moves in terms of their counter hit capabilities. Next is while rising A. See, with Ezio, his while rising game is only really strong on counter hit. While rising BB is okay, but it's unsafe and it's hard to hit confirm. Whereas while rising A and while rising K lead to really good damage on counter hit. So we're going to start with while rising A. While rising A gives a plus 15 stun, so your go-to follow-up for 6B for metered list damage, 6B Brave Edge for metered damage for 1/2 a bar, or just good old C for max damage, which is about 90-ish, see, 94, so really good damage for a step kill, which is pretty much safe, save for like AA, so I mean, you're getting a lot of reward for relatively small risk for that. Also, similar to A plus B, while rising A has a certain amount of impact frames where, well, not impact frames, active frames. So there's more than one active frame. So watch the animation real quick. You see the path his dagger takes, as it starts at his left and gradually travels to his right. So meaning, say the opponent is stepping to your right. Sorry. So stepping to your right. You get combos like this on normal hit. Not normal hit. You get mirror-less combos like that when you get your counter hit, which is really good. As 67 damage is a lot more than 44. But, if you're planning to expend meter on the combo anyway, then there's no point because you're gonna get more damage either way. But if you want, max damage for no meter, you gotta be aware of that. So the stun in turn turns into plus 16. Does not turn to plus 17, it turns into plus 16. So 3K will combo, 3K will combo, BB will combo. But even then, you get 68 if you decide to Brave Edge it, 76. So, it's only really useful for the one BBB follow-up when you get that certain angle. So that's While Rising A. While Rising K is a lot more simpler. You got 2 immediate hits on counter hit. You got max damage for 4B, or if you want more Oki, as in you want them stunned farther away from you, you can do 62 and 46. Those are really the immediate follow-ups for that move. If you'll watch my video on While Rising K, I posted a few months ago, you can see that CE combo that's really janky, but that's really all there is to it for really, applicable uses for While Rising K, or just, those moves. There is a stun to it, but the stun's probably around plus 10, so you can't combo them and keep them standing. You just gotta deal with them. Sorry. What can I do? Can't do anything. Okay, so now simultaneous press. Let's go to 4-4K. I'll go to 4-4A in a minute, but I want to go to 4-4K because I'm excited. 4-4K has 2 potential combo capabilities. You have normal hit, which you get this stun. Then you have counter hit, when they have this stun. Both stuns give different combos, so you gotta be aware of that. Normal hit, you get the same combo stuff while Rising K. You get 4-4B for 60, or 6K2, and farther pushback. That's pretty much it for normal hit. Counter hit, you get your bread and butters. So you get 1 BBB, 3B. Those are your bread and butters. That's pretty simple with 4-4K. The stun of 4-4K is, it's 16 frames. So you can't get wall hits unless you do the 1 BBB extension. So, just do your 1 BBB, and really that's all there is. If you want max damage, you can go full out and do CD. It's actually pretty good to do that, because if you can counter hit confirm, and there you go, counter hit confirm, you get there. 4-4K also has that impact frame and active frame thing, whereas the farther away you hit it from, you'll get more advantage on hit because of the active frames. But again, it's difficult to set up. It's similar to 4-4K. Let me see if I can get a demonstration. There you go. That's 80 damage for meterless, as opposed to 81. So don't do that. But I think you can get a plus 20 stun if you get like the last possible frame, which is again really hard to set up. There you go. But as you see there, you can't get two of the same stun in one combo. So don't Brave Edge it and expect you're gonna get all that damage, because as you see, you have that kind of stun, that kind of stun again. Because if you Brave Edge it, he has that crumpled over stun, but you're starting on the crumpled over stun with 4-4K, so something to really pay attention to. Next is 4-4A, Observe. Does nothing on normal hit in terms of combos. When I counter hit, you get 4-4B or Stomp for meterless. But stun is plus 13, so you can get your CV every day. I mean, that's good for a step killer out in the open. The range isn't fantastic, but it is decent. Let's see if it works at tip range. Nah, does not work at tip range. So keep that in mind. That's 4-4A. 1-1A, you get your same bread and butters on normal hit, plus 16 stun. So, you know, you have to do the 1BB extension to get your meteor stuff. That's really all there is to that. You can combo CE if you wanted to, but I'm not going to show it again. You can combo CE, you can get your stuff that we've been talking about all along, 1A combos on normal hit, which makes the one saving grace of that move. Next is 6-6A plus B is this, you know, violent move. You get a plus 20 stun, which means you get a lot. If you want max meterless damage, go for 3B. 87. You can get wall hits, it's 4K combos too, but you gotta be near a wall, obviously. We're not gonna talk about wall combos yet. If you want meter damage, but you don't want only extend half a bar, you can do 6-6 BB. Brave Edge for 106. If you want max damage, you can always count on the good old critical edge for about 119, 118. As you see in the 170. It does clean it for about 130, so good stuff. That's about it for that. Next, I'll talk about more situational combos that when the right circumstances are met, they will combo, but only when these circumstances are met. First, I'm going to talk about 2-2K. This move. If you connect it at kissing range or even by the wall, 6-6B will combo. 48. As you see, look how far the spacing is. Really good stuff here. And also, you're nearby the wall. You can get that combo. Let me push him out a little bit so he doesn't fall off the edge. Stomp will also combo if they choose not to tech from the 2-2K hit by a wall. Obviously, Stomp will not connect all the way out here, but if you're by the wall, it will work. Another by the wall or by the edge only combo is from 2A plus B, Victoria. 2K will combo for 43, and if they tech, it will be a tech trap. You'll get extra damage too. So, you know, good stuff there. That will not combo. One more situational combo is 4K on counter hit. As you see, you get that animation, but when you get 4K on counter hit, you're at plus 12. So, you know, obviously AA is I-12, so surely AA will combo, right? Well, no, because it's way over here. But if you're by the edge and you hit it, AA will actually combo for 50. It's tight, but you will get a combo there, so keep that in mind. It's actually pretty cool tech to keep in mind, because, you know, it's pretty cool. That's about it, honestly. Ezio is a really easy character to play, especially for combos, because he doesn't have much to learn. The next video we'll talk about wall combos, which is a bit more involved, but pretty much follows the same rule of thumb regardless. So, you know, pretty easy character. If you have any questions or concerns, please post them in the comments. I'll be glad to answer your questions. But other than that, that's really all there is to combos in a neutral game like this. So, hope you enjoyed the video, and expect another video in the future. See you later.